Good morning or early afternoon. We are back in another episode of Tiny Glade, and we have a lot cut out for us to do today. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. If you noticed, something's a little different. I did, in fact, delete the castle. I deleted it, guys. I deleted it. I just was not in love with it. I feel like I don't think for this town I'm going to do a castle. I think for this town, we're going to keep it just downtown. I think we're just going to keep it as a downtown district. So, castle is gone, but that's okay because we will build another glade with a castle in it that's a little bit more better suited for it. I just felt like it just was mismatched. So, yesterday we ended off on the third level. So, we were able to get this much accomplished. We kind of started here, worked our way around the bend, and then here. However, today we are going to come back up here and we're going to try to finish this out as well as hopefully get a portion of this completed as well. Today I'm going to try to go for 3, possibly 4 hours. So we'll see how much we can get done today. Those of you that were not here yesterday, some of the builds that we made were I did a fire truck. So this is what the fire truck looks like. We also created this cute little market stand. And then I had a ton of stairs over here. It's like a stair nightmare. And of course, if you were here, you saw that I struggle bust on this particular window, which is a clip that you guys can view on my page. Anyways, let's come back up here. So I'm thinking we're going to keep the same vibe as the rest of the town. We're going to build some more of like these downtown-esque type of buildings. I am thinking right now in my head, I'm thinking I kind of want to bring that Christmas tree back. I want to bring a big Christmas tree back as a focal point. So I want possibly like a balcony coming down this way and make it kind of like a park-like setting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the tree first and then we're going to work around it. So let's go ahead and build the platform that the tree is going to be on. I'm thinking something like this. I want it centered as much as possible because, like I said, I want this tree to be the focal point. So this is the corner. As you can see, this is the corner. So I kind of want it to be in the center of that. So if we just go straight back, we just need to move over slightly this way. That's kind of the vibe that I'm going for. We will build buildings up along this way as well. As well as some buildings coming around this way. So for the tree itself, we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab some more of these cylinders. We're going to bring it up just like that. And we're going to center it. I kind of fairly want it to be a large tree as well. I want it to be where you can see it off in the distance. Very, very large. So let's go ahead and start creating the tree itself. I'm going to bring this all the way down. Let's try to get as snug as possible. Something like that. Okay. I'll go ahead and start adding the lights. Okay, go ahead and add the second. clear. While I'm at it though, I guess it doesn't really matter. I was gonna change the brick to be wood, but I don't think that really matters once we have it up there. Because it kind of condenses it together. Let's bring this. Something like that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and add the lights. I made a few of these trees so far, so each time it is just going to get a little bit faster. Okay, let's go ahead and add the lights. Maybe bring out just a hair. And then we'll move it. Okay. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We are working on the top again. I did change it up. I did delete the castle. The castle is now gone. Reason being is I just wasn't in love with it. I felt like it wasn't really fitting the rest of the town. It was kind of like out of place, in my opinion. So this town, I'm going to keep it just downtown district, and we will build a castle in the next glade where it's a little bit more suited, and I can like build the housing and the structures to kind of fit it a little bit better. But for right now, I am redoing this top bit. And what I was discussing earlier is I kind of want the tree to be the focal point. I'm going to bring the tree back. I do need to adjust that. It's a little off. But then I'm going to build some more of these style downtown district buildings up along around this curvature. And then we're going to have some buildings coming up this way. And so then that way from afar, you see kind of that district and the tree in the background. And then we will then continue down here and finish out this section, hopefully sometime today. And then that will leave us these last two tiers as well as the train station. And then we'll focus on a little bit of the park space. So we're almost about, I want to say halfway through the glade. So not too bad. We'll see how far we get today. Just like that. That looks a lot better. Yes, the castle. Yeah. I thought the front facade was really beautiful, and it took me like 4 hours to build, so I'm sad that I lost the 4 hours time. But I just feel for this overall build, it just didn't suit it. Elsa has been evicted. Yeah, true. She was. Unfortunately. It'll be okay though, guys. It will still come out to be a beautiful town. It'll be a beautiful build in the end, with or without the castle. I just feel like the vibe of this town is kind of like miniature snow village, Christmas village-esque. And that castle was just kind of like the odd building out. It was a statement though, for sure. Also, I will be posting my schedule in my channel. So if you guys are ever wondering when I'm going to go live next, I'm going to do my best to keep that updated. So that way you know when the next video is going to start if you want to catch a live. If you're not able to catch a live, no problem. I do upload all of my videos, not only to Twitch, but I also upload them to YouTube. So you can check them out either here or YouTube. And I also am going to be uploading my clips to TikTok. So you'll see my TikTok link also has been added into my description on my channel if you guys are interested in checking out the content there. I don't know if I'm going to go live on TikTok. I might just keep lives here. But we'll see. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Maybe out just a little bit. I feel like this needs to come up as well. There's like something like that. That looks pretty good. Pretty happy with that. All right, so let's build another one. This should be the last one. No, slightly more. I think right there is good. We'll see. All right, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so then now, let's see. I'm gonna add, we still have to do the top layer, but we're gonna add the stairs this way. Like that. Don't know if this can go any bigger. Can it? Oh, it can. Let's actually make it a little bit bigger. There's a nice little walkway around it. Let's go a little bit bigger. Something like that. Let's just go a little bit bigger. Let's try to center it now. That looks pretty good. So I would love to be able to like add some benches and some flowers here as well. Okay. Now let's go ahead and add the trail back. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to bring the trail up this way as well. Through here. And then also through here. The stairs that go up both sides. Okay. But I would like to remove just this little bit right here. Let's make it smaller. I don't want it all the way down. There we go. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Hold on. Right there. Let's remove. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and add the topper on the tree. Add the light on here. Bring it all the way up. That might be the best we're gonna get it. Okay. Make it nighttime. We'll figure out the colors. Actually, okay, that's better. All right. Let's do. Sweet. Okay, now that that's completed, let's go ahead and make it daylight again. And we're gonna start building some buildings. First, I kind of want to get some stairs going though. Let's go ahead and bring in the stair tool. Let's try to get some stairs going up to the pathway. Okay. I'm gonna have it hug the wall, which is possible. Okay. We do the same on the other side. Okay. I think that's as close as it's gonna get to being about even. Okay, now we can start building. All right, so let's go ahead and remove some of the path tool, or path rather, just so that way it doesn't affect the buildings. Let's see what we can do up here. Okay. Let's remove this little bit. Okay. I guess I'm going to start in the middle. Start in the middle. cute. Let's grab another one. Make it small. Kind of like that. All right, now do I want to add? Thinking. Let's bring this way. Let's add this. Let's bring it up. I don't want the tree to be the focal point. Okay, so then let's go ahead and grab. Let's do another one. Maybe move this a little further this way. Maybe something like that. Bring it in just a tad bit. Okay. Let's see. Let's add. A door. Make sure the color is yellow. All right. Why is it not letting me put one up there? Up there. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna probably connect the buildings. Actually, these should be fine. What building's doing it? There it goes. Hello, Shivak. I hope I said that correctly. Welcome in. Apologies if I pronounced it wrong. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, thinking maybe one of these, but like maybe make it smaller like that. We'll see. Yeah, I've been playing with the A-frames. And happy Friday. I got rid of the castle. I decided to demolish it, and instead I'm just going to keep the town as a town. It's just going to be all town. And then we're going to make this like the focal point. Like this little tree moment right here. Add more buildings here. We'll do a castle in the next build. I promise. In the next build. It'll be a lot more fitting. It just was like, no matter like what I did on changing wise, it just wasn't, I was not happy with it. And then also the, it just looked out of place. It just looked really out of place compared to the rest of the builds. It just was not the right glade for it. But we'll make a castle next time. Yeah, right now I'm just doodling. I have a couple A-frames. I have one there, and then where did I build? I built a few A-frame buildings over here. I've been playing with them for a bit. Oh, I don't know if you saw, Juicy, but I made a fire truck yesterday. Got myself a little fire station. That was pretty fun. Alright, this one. Yeah, the fire truck. It was fun. Hello, Dill, and hello, Squish. Thank you for coming in. Thank you. This is our second glade in Tiny Glade. And I am learning as I go all the tips and tricks. I've just been playing a lot with different types of like architectural type of elements that you can add to the buildings using just the different types of roofing styles and you know the circle and square shapes that they give you. It's a little bit of a learning curve, but I have tried to make each building look unique in its own way. But this is what we have so far, and I'm going to turn it into night mode for those of you that are just now tuning in and you haven't seen the build before as we're working on it. Hold on. Let's go a little bit darker. So this is what it looks like at nighttime. We started with this gazebo, and then we built a castle, but I got rid of the castle, but you can see the castle in the other videos that I've posted. Um, Yesterday we worked on this here little fire truck. I built this little fire truck and a firehouse. And then we also built like this little, oh my gosh, the camera guys. This little market, outdoor market area. One of the other cool features I did was this train. So I built this train as well. And then of course we added the chandelier Christmas trees that you can see throughout. One of the other tips and tricks I did was instead of using the stair tool for the tables, I also used it over here for the tavern. I used the barrels as tables. And then I used the stair tool to raise up the chairs to make them like bar stools. So that's another little tip you guys can use in your builds if you're in Tiny Glade. I made a clock tower yesterday. You might have seen the clip where I was fighting with a particular window. But this is kind of like a clock tower or clock tower-esque. And then right now we are focusing on this portion where the castle used to be and filling this up with some more buildings. It is coming along. Usually like what I do is I build the buildings and then I go back and I change all the colors because I like to have each building be its own distinct like color theme. And sometimes it's just easier for me visually just to see like what's next to each other before I like go crazy and like do this one and then do this one. It also makes it for me less time consuming of just like having in this option just going through and versus like as I'm doing it. Okay, so I also doodle build. I'm not using any reference photos right now for any of this. I'm just doodling, guys. All right, so I might move the stairs a little further down because I'm gonna try to sandwich something in here. I'm all about like connecting the buildings and making everything sandwiched in. Get as much building in as possible. Okay, so I want to keep it tiny like that. It needs something else. Like I'm thinking, let's bring this down, but let's bring the support up. Same thing with this building. Let's bring the support up. Okay. I feel like it needs like a wow factor. Needs something. Just add this. Let's bring it down. Right, now we're gonna use this. Do I want it to be? Maybe I want it like wood. Maybe we'll do wood. Let's bring it out. Needs like a. Let me just think on that building for a second. Honestly, I might just condense it down. Let's bring in this over. Let's also change this to wood. back. I'm gonna do that little thingy on the back end. I don't know why it's not doing it on the back end. That's okay. It's on the front end, and that's what matters. All right, so I'll bring this down. If I all right, what if I layer it so then it has like the normal roof on top of that? Hold on. So it doesn't have like the... Bring that down. Wait, that took the whole thing down. Hold on. Oh. You know what this gave me an idea for like the for like one of the new builds? A lighthouse. This totally like I mean obviously get rid of the roof right here, but like can you imagine like a lighthouse and then you put like some okay, so we can do either the lantern effect or you could put like I'll just show you. You can put like the fire logs in like an old school lighthouse with like a bunch of the give me a prop. Actually no, I have firewood right here. I'm not gonna do it in this build because obviously come here. Where did it go? There it is. Alright, we put it up in here. Right. Let's bring this down. Imagine this is like old school lighthouse where they used gas or firewood. Okay, so then I'm thinking like you should be able to take the stair tool, right? Maybe grab a couple of them. I know you can chop it, but I don't feel like chopping it. I'd rather do it this way. Yeah, bring it up. You see how it has like these little like ember thingies off coming off in little sparkles? So I'm thinking like you can change the color of those by changing the brick color. So what I'm thinking is you can probably see it better at nighttime. You can also add, I'm thinking you can probably still add the light to it. Let's extend it so we get a little bit more sparkle. You would essentially like bring it up and then you would like put it inside the fire. Let's rotate it. Should be able to work. I've seen it. Yeah, something like that. So you see, it's like kind of makes it look like a fire. And then what I would do is I'll probably like add a light to one of these, like just a block. This has nothing to do with this build, guys. I'm literally just... It's my brain. I can't help it. All right, so then we can add this as like a red light to kind of match. And then you bring it in. Gotta bring it up more. Gotta figure out where it's... Wait, all the way over here. Excuse me as I mess with the cameras. But like, yeah, you like put it in here. And drop it down. And now it looks like burning wood. Look how nice that looks. Too bad it's not for this build though. Maybe I'll build it in like one of the other buildings down, like further down. But for this one, this is just kind of like a downtown district. You know, this would be really cool for a blacksmith. A blacksmith, because you have the anvils, so in the props you not only have like the barrels and the shovels and stuff like that, but you also have where is it? Give it to me. You also have like these tools that you can also use for blacksmithing, and then this. Yeah. Blacksmithing. For sure. Firewood and like the blankets. Yeah, all the props. Alright, let me bring this back down to my market. Actually, no, we'll just delete it and we'll just copy from the market. Alright, so let's come back down here. Let's add that wood back where it was. There we go. Can you imagine like in the summer one? Juicy, was it you that was saying that you wanted to do like an all water glade or something like that? Apologies if it wasn't you. Someone mentioned wanting to do an all water. Yeah, okay. So can you imagine a lighthouse? That would look so cool in an all water one. That would be so cool. I saw somebody like create boats. That'd be cool too. Like if you recreated the boats from like the tips and tricks that they did. And then a lighthouse. Yes, and a houseboat. That would be cool. Okay. What was I doing? This? I like the fact that like when you use this style, without the Tudor style, it just gives you just the plain brick, kind of like you do with like the retaining walls. Because sometimes I don't always want the wood. Sometimes I just want to use the wood as like a crown molding effect. You should do a lighthouse. You should. Thinking something like that. bring it down just a hair. Just so I can put windows in. And then I'm thinking I kind of want, I'm going to move this back for sure. We're going to move this back a little bit. Don't fight me. You know, I could have just done this. I always make it so difficult. It's like, you could have just dragged the whole thing. Instead, you're going by section. Okay. Hold on. Oh no. Just drop it down this way, and then we will focus on this one. What in the word? Okay, hold on. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Let's bring this way. Perfect. I like that. All right, now let's add maybe one of these. Actually, no, we're going to do a square first. Hold on. I always hit the wrong square first. We'll rotate it. Very small. I'll rotate it this way. Because I think I'm going to put the door here. Okay. I'm going to put the door right there. Right here, I want to add some of these windows, possibly, if it will let me. Okay. Go back to daylight. Let's try to squeeze one more building right here. We'll have the door going this way. We can do it. We haven't done this shape in a hot minute. Let's go ahead and do... Maybe we'll have it going, the shape going this way. Okay, kind of like built in there. I'll have it like be like a back door as well. Like you can go up the stairs and into this tiny little portion. Something. Something like that. Okay. I don't mind this angle. Thinking... far back does this have to be? I can move back. Maybe this way. Not what I wanted. Oh my gosh. I just want a little bit of roof. Goes. Alright, so bring it down. I might need to make this taller. And then bring it. Alrighty then. Brought itself forward. Okay. But we want to connect this building. This, like that. I actually like this moment of it hanging off the side like that. Maybe, hold on, let's move this. Let's just delete that for right now. I don't necessarily want... It needs to come up more. That length. Above the door. Something like that. Grab this. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Hold on. I know I want... No, I don't want that. Let's just bring it up here. This is a second layer. Interesting. Okay. Does it make sense in the terms of like building code? No, it doesn't make sense. But are we still gonna do it? Yes. Okay. And just make more roofing. Hold on. You know what? We're gonna cover this up with another building. That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna fight with it. This is how we fix this. All right, so let me bring it up. All right, we're gonna probably get rid of the. What is that? What am I doing? It's even. Okay, hold on. I might be fixing it still. Go forward. I don't know what I'm doing here. Honestly, I might have fixed it. Let me move this building out and away. Okay. I think what's throwing me off is this bit right here. Let's keep this here like that. We need to put something here. I think that's what's throwing me off. What I'm going to do is maybe if I rotate this going this way, bring it forward like that, I can then connect it this building. Bring this down and over. Okay. Do I want this? I want it all the way down though. That's the question. Maybe just bring it down slightly. Something like that. And then we can have another building facing where the door's like this way. And it'll be butt up against this one. Okay. I guess we're going to add the door here then. We'll do a circular door. Let's stay forward. And this needs to go up a little bit. All right there. Okay. Add the path tool. Perfect. Pretty happy with that. Go ahead and add some lights. Right here. Right there. Alright, now windows. There we go. We figured it out. All right, so now I am gonna go ahead and start changing colors. Starting with this side. And then we'll go ahead and finish the other side out. All right, so let's see. This one. I do like the breakaway font, so let's go ahead and just let's put this one. For this lighter color. And then we'll change all of this to this minty green color. Okay. I think I'll also change the wood as well. this building. Let's go. Let's go this peachy color. Let's keep this. But then let's make this that. And then we'll change. Let's do the lighter color roof. Make the trim pink. I want to keep this the same color. Do I? Hold on. Let's just see. Could go. Let's go darker. Let's do. Well, I'm kind of liking the green. Hold on. So if I did go dark on the windows. Also, that is a massive building that's painted. There we go. That was the other thing I didn't do on this side. I should have probably done it on this side too. Let's go ahead and bring these up as well. These are some massive buildings, guys. That looks so much better. Awesome. Cute. All right, now we're going to come to this side. Again, I'm going to move this probably further down to about here. Something like that. Okay. Okay, next building. Let's go ahead and just change the color while we're at it. Let's do blue. Let's do a blue building. Okay. Let's have a little balcony moment. Let's go ahead and bring in. Let's do this style wood. Actually, go this way. Okay. Add another building piece. Bring it back. Oh my goodness. Hmm. is a crazy support. That is crazy. Alright, probably just put it in like that. Move this like that. It looks like a barn. It's a barn. I don't want it to be a barn. I also have to add the smokestacks and chimneys as well. Alright, I'm thinking another one. Okay. The real question is, bring this down like that. Okay. Put the door like smack dab in the middle, maybe. Should be enough for hopefully a bench. Well, maybe let's just grab one of these chairs real quick. Oh my gosh. I just deleted it. Let's go grab it again. There we go. So let's move this way. And then I should be able to. I think I want the one with the little. This one. Okay. Hi, Zoo. I am doing great. How are you? Actually, I don't want to do. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're good too, and you're welcome. Okay, let's get this. One of these. And then back here we'll just do... Doesn't make sense, but that's okay. Alright. I'm going to connect another building here. Alright, while I'm at it, let's go ahead and change the color of the windows. Alright, now... Today I am working on the top of the hill. I deleted the castle that was here yesterday. If you remember, there was a big old castle right here. We ended yesterday off in this little section. We built the firehouse. Yeah, I deleted it. So I am working on building more town in this top portion right here, and then we'll continue down here. Or at least try to get as much as I can done today in the time that I have allotted. I'm going to try to go for 4 hours today. We're at the 2-hour mark right now, so about another 2 hours. And then, just so you guys are aware, I won't be going live again until next Thursday. I'll be taking a little bit of a break. But then I will be live again on next Thursday. I will also have in my channel a schedule so you can see when I go live next. Try to keep that up to date so you guys know when. I typically try to stream between the hours of 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. EST. I try to keep it pretty consistent during that schedule. Today I was a little bit late. I didn't start until 11:30, but we will go for our normal run time. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring this down. Rotate it this way. You have to move this window. Probably just delete it. Connect. Alright. Now I'm gonna bring in... I haven't used very much of this structure, so I'm gonna try to bring this structure in. And honestly, I actually don't mind the way that that's sitting like that. So I'm gonna make it slightly smaller. Go ahead and bring this structure down. Let's bring it forward. just realized this building is not connected right here. So we need to do something small. It's gonna fight me. Okay. Hold on. Let's put that in. Okay, down. What if I just had like another tower off of this tower? Would that look weird? Let's do it like like I think I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's go ahead and add the door. We'll add it right here. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that. All right, now color. Let's see. We did brown, pink, green, blue. Let's go for, let's do a yellow. Always like a good yellow moment. Cute. See what that looks like at night. I really love how this is coming out. All right, let's go ahead and finish the pack up. You're working on a camping spot with a fireplace. I love how you can make all that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm thinking we're going to remove some of these props. Sometimes I just like clean streets. Cool. We'll keep that barrel there. I think it adds character to the building. All right. That's the top tier. Let's focus on this bottom part now. I do need to build a, let's bring it back to daylight. I need to build a fence for sure. Okay. This fence we're going to push back. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna delete the road for right now. We'll add it back when we're done. This way we know we have all of this space to work with. Okay. I'm thinking right here, maybe we create another stand. Something small, like a concession stand, I guess is what I'm gonna go for. We're gonna pretend it's like a concession stand. We're just gonna create another little stand. Bring it. Something like this. Okay. Make it the same color as that. Oh, what are we gonna put inside? Probably flowers. We can do like flowers. I think flowers will look really pretty. We haven't done a flower stand. Let's do a flower stand. All right, let me go and grab you, actually. Come up here. Let me use you. All right. There we go. See all the different types of flowers we have. We have sunflowers. We have the flower boxes. Actually, we'll keep this as well. Let's go ahead, because we can put this like right here. Okay. And that let's do these. Okay. What is that roof cricket? What? Oh, what? Cricket. You know, I don't mind this being like this. Hold on, let's just bring it up. That's cute. I like that. Okay, so what I'm thinking, obviously change the color to the brick. Bring this in like that. Cute. All right, I'm gonna add. Or maybe I should do it like this. Maybe add maybe one here. this way, maybe. Pretty happy with that. Okay, let's start. Do I want to come over here this way, maybe? All right, let's build some small house right here. Like a tiny, tiny little house. There's a big old tree. Um, let's try adding something right here as well. Let's do another A-frame. here. I feel like I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see if I can add the door. Okay. Oh, wait. Perfect. is this gonna be? Hmm. The other thing I want to build in this town is I want to do like a schoolhouse. I still need to do a church and I got to do the train station. So somewhere along this way, we'll be building those as well. What do I want to put here? We can make this like the florist shop. So like this is where they have flowers, but then like this is the actual florist shop. So maybe we can do that. Let's extend this out just a tad bit maybe. And then on this side. And then maybe we can do like a something along the lines of that. Let's make the floor shop. I wish we had purple as a color, as like a main color. Let's go with this light color and then we'll do the trim in purple. And then the purple. Let's do this in purple. All those royal buildings, yeah. I do this pattern. This is cute. I'm gonna keep it pink. Make that purple. So I'm thinking we'll do the round door. I'll do the round door here. Make it light. Oh my goodness. Let's go back to how it was before. It's fine. It's just a step up. All right. Want another door here. Cute. I'm thinking maybe a balcony off of it as well. So let's see. Let's do another circle balcony. Let's bring this one. add another door. Increase it slightly. There it goes. Okay. I'm gonna grab the stair tool and I'm gonna add the flower boxes. What? No. Come back. Stop. There we go. Actually. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness, I keep doing that. I keep hitting the wrong button. There it goes. Yeah, it's fine. It looks good enough to me. Okay. I need to rotate this though. No. Same thing. Top. Um, might need 2 of these. Actually, just do it this way. Oopsie. And then I think for this, I'm gonna add some more of these. Maybe add this one. Or Let's do another little building here. Like another little house, maybe. Let's have the door go this way. I'm just making sure it's not like overly tall. All right, let's go ahead and add the door. Okay, now color. Have we done blue in a while? Only done it once. Let's do blue trim. let's add something here. Okay. Not what I wanted. Other sheep. forgot to add lights to this house. How could I forget? Actually, we're gonna move it here. I hardly ever use this color combo. It's just so dark. um, it looks good with the purple though. A really dark house. Okay. Let's add. You know, we haven't done a Christmas tree in a while, like a little one. I try to add one to every street. So let's go ahead and add a small one right here. It's a tiny little one. Um, like a real small one. And then we'll put the path around it. Fix that in just a second. Okay, let's remove. There we go. Hold up. Okay. Now, gotta build something here. All right. Let's just start adding shapes. The tree is making me think of those dessert stands, and now I want a cupcake. The chandelier trees, yeah. No, I want a cupcake. Honest, let's just keep it green. Let's just do grand green. We haven't done that in a while. All right, so let's see here. Let's do the big old door. That's not what I wanted. Another one though. Let's change the color on these. We haven't done a flag in a hot moment, so maybe like we'll do something like this. Let's do the bird. I like that. That's nice. Okay, let's do another window. It's a plain window. Okay. Cute. All right, now let me go to nighttime. Make sure all those lights are not like different colors. Oh wait, actually no, I never did the tree. All right, I have to do the tree still. All right, So, and I have to put the topper on it as well. I had it for like a split second. There, there it is. Let's quickly add the top and then we'll change the colors and then we will end it there for today. We will do a walkthrough like we always do, ending it on a cinematic ending. Let's go ahead and oh wait, first I gotta get rid of the railing. I think that's as good as that's gonna get. All right, let's go ahead and change the color on these. Can I go forward, please? Thank you. All right, cute. All right, now I am gonna go ahead and put it in camera mode. Okay. Where are we at? Gonna come this way. Gonna go down. We're gonna start at the bottom and we're gonna end at the top. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start ending the stream. I'm going to get real quiet. In the last few minutes, we're just going to have a walk through the whole entire town of what we built so far. And I just want to take this moment and just say thank you for all of those that came in and watched the stream. Thank you for those that follow, and of course, all new followers. I really do appreciate the support. Just a quick reminder, I will not be back streaming until next Thursday. If you ever want to know my schedule, I do have my schedule posted in my channel in the bio. Um, if also, if you're not here for the live, no problem. I upload all my videos to Twitch and YouTube as well, so you can always go back and watch. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Okay, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end it there. Thank you again. And I will see you guys all next Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of Friday and weekend. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.